there's a lot of hurt feelings going on in the VTubing space right now. And I believe that when someone is crying, a lot of the truth comes out, intentionally or unintentionally. And this situation has been very hard for a lot of people to deal with. It has. I'm not going to react to all of this because there's a lot more, and I'm trying to be sensitive of the subject, but I think it's important to kind of showcase just how much this is hurting everybody. And, you know, a person who I care about quite a lot, Shylily, was forced to tears from how awful this whole situation is being. And it kind of breaks my heart that things are getting this bad. Once again, I'm not going to play this whole thing. I just want to say right now, things are very difficult on the Twitter side, the social media side, for all the VTubers involved, for all the people involved, and everything that's going on with the Sinder debacle. It is a shame that no one really got a legitimate apology from Sinder, that she wasn't trying to downplay and divert and scapegoat off to her boyfriend. And I think it's important to showcase just how bad this really has gotten to where, you know, VTubers are going live and in full tears, breaking down over this situation. So this is going to be a little bit uncomfortable, but I want you guys to understand how emotionally fragile things are right now. And if you guys could do me a personal favor, if you could go support all of the VTubers that have been involved in the situation, Spite, Shylily, Bao, Cotton, Nano, I mean, and there's many, many, many more. But right now, a lot of VTubers need y'all's support. A lot of VTubers need y'all's love. So please go over there, show them some appreciation, especially if these clips resonate with you at all, because it does hurt, the feeling of losing a friend. It would be, you know, it would be nice to say that it's just one VTuber that was reduced to tears, but in fact, there's actually two. Yeah, so Gary with a snail says, this bit hit me at my core. I dealt with this countless times through my whole life. Just communicate, man. Don't go to people who care about you, even if it's one-sided. Just talk to them like an adult. Let's just watch this, and I'll try to break it down here, because I know things are getting very muddy with emotions. And by the way, I do want to say, if me posting this content to any VTuber or any content that I've posted is causing any VTuber any harm, please DM me on Twitter. I'm down to remove any type of video that I have. I just thought this was important to showcase and kind of break down and show everybody just how truly everybody is hurting. And please, 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 I'm going to include the link to these VTubers in my bio to where you guys can go support them directly next time they go live. But yeah, it's just getting really bad, guys. It's getting really bad.
There's nothing more confusing and more painful than seeing someone in your friend group be so kind and so warm to everyone around you, and feeling that they have slowly become colder and colder towards you, and not knowing what you did or if it's your imagination.
And this is something that I feel like a lot of people have gone through this entire life, where communication is the most important thing. And letting resent build up without proper communication is going to lead to fallouts. And fallouts is going to lead to turmoil, and that's going to be an earthquake amongst everybody, you, that party, and your entire friend group. As a guy where I've, you know, and obviously my Twitch chat's here, my YouTube chat's here, you guys have seen how many people I attempt to help who stab me in the back. I want to remind you guys, this is something that I actually forgot. So first of all, I had dinner with Sinder's manager with Mythic yesterday. And they reminded me of a lot of things where, I'm not sure if you guys know this, I was actually the one who got Sinder into Mythic. And it kind of fucks me up a lot, because getting people into Mythic is a fucking big deal. It makes people a lot of money. It is the greatest ad agency of all time. It's not even close. And this is something that I completely forgot about. And I guess I feel somewhat responsible, in case you guys are wondering, Sinder's manager, the collaboration manager, I went to go eat with him. He was the one who messaged Silvervale to perhaps collab with Sinder. I'm sure you guys saw that screenshot. And he's a great guy, by the way. He's a great guy. But I somehow feel responsible knowing that I gave someone such a life-changing opportunity, And somehow maybe I'm at fault for causing the ripple effect of setting up Sinder for financial success so much that maybe it got to her head and she just wanted more and more and more and more. And I'm trying very hard not to blame myself, because how could I know? Because it is crazy. Because I mean, I shit you not, like meeting Sinder, she was so fucking nice. But I often have a bad time blaming myself during all these ordeals. But yeah, it's just difficult, and things are very muddy right now, and that's why everything is very confusing.
But because everyone loves them, you don't know if you want to say anything. And so you keep it to yourself. And you keep hoping it's your imagination. But then the cruel realization hits that it wasn't. And it's even more worse than you could have ever imagined.
Watching a friend slowly turn to hate you and resent you, and you don't know what they did, you don't know what you did, and it's generally because you didn't do anything. There's a lot of friends that even I've lost where, and I think Bao might be blaming herself right now, and I'll be real, as a guy who often blames myself for a lot of things that I shouldn't have, Bao, and I think you need to hear this, Sinder never hated you for anything that you did. Sinder hated you for what you had. And I think Cinder's greed to become more consumed her, and she saw anybody with anything more than her as, why do they have this and I don't have this? And I just want Bao to know that you're okay, we appreciate you, we love you, everything's all right, you didn't do anything wrong, and don't beat yourself up too much. Now this next one is from Shylily. And this one's gonna be so hard. I've never heard. Okay. To be fair, I've seen Lily cry one time, and that was because she was so excited to meet me in real life. She teared up a little bit, which, by the way, was one of the most wholesome moments of my entire life. This was like 3 years ago. I love this woman. I do. She's amazing. Beautiful on the inside and out. Just an all-around amazing person. And I think what's important is a lot of people saw her crash the fuck out on Sinder. And a lot of people are wondering why that happened. Well, I think this clip, and I'm not going to play all of it, I think this will kind of explain how deeply hurt everybody is from this, because right now there's this narrative going on, and I hope that I'm wrong. I'm usually not wrong. A lot of people are saying, okay, guys, enough's enough. Leave Sinder alone. She doesn't deserve all this. And I feel like if the community starts holding people's hurt emotions against the VTubers, that some VTubers are going to be bullied into apologizing when they really shouldn't. And that's why I kind of want to make this video, is to show how real this is, to show how raw this is, to show how hurt they are, because people are thinking to what they did to how people are acting is disproportionate. It's not. And I'm sorry, guys, it's not. The VTuber circle is so tight-knit, it's so involved, that when someone who is so heavily tied with everybody else becomes a bad egg, and you realize that every moment that you had meant nothing, it hurts. It sucks. And to weaponize that against the girls is incredibly toxic and incredibly fucked up. We need to understand there are real people behind these VTubers. And I know a lot of people want sunshine, rainbows, and happiness back, but you can't demand that on a whim. You can't demand that out of nowhere. These people are hurt, and they need to get that hurt out, because otherwise it's going to destroy them. So a little bit of understanding would be even better. Now let's keep going here.
Yeah, it is Vuva.
I have met some incredible friends for
She's so
life
cute.
in this community.
Same.
For every bad egg there have been 10 much more nice ones who support and love on.
Can we stop saying bad egg? Eggs are great. Eggs are great. Can we stop saying bad egg? Okay, you're giving my community bad PR, Lily. All right, by the way, I do want to go on record, and Sinder said that she didn't get a proper thank you for her raid because she only said the Pyro Pups. I've been raiding Lily for like 2 years, and she always says Eggy Raid. She never says Tectone Raid, because get this, that's how you're supposed to greet a raid. So that shit was insane.
Conditionally.
Exactly. Like, I know I'm emotionally too close to make unbiased statements, but this is not a VTuber thing. This is not a indie thing. This is not a girls thing. This is a person. This does not. People always make this such a
Side note, and I hate to gush, Shylily has my favorite VTuber model of all time. I just love it. It's so perfect. You know what I mean? But her 3D VR chat model, that one is peak. That is the best model of all time.
bigger picture where they just drag in the whole fucking everything. It's not. It's such a big deal because it's one person, and this isn't the norm. That's why it's a big deal. It's fucked up, but like you have to keep in mind that there's so many people that connected because of this, like, space.
By the way, side note, if you want to get your own V card, use code BALDY for 10% off. You can order them on gamersubs.gg.
They made lifelong friends, brother. Like, it's just, you know, you can't replace that because of one bad egg. You can't.
Yeah.
It's crazy to make it seem all just like a blanket. Sorry, I'm so emotional. I can't talk about this unbiased because.
So what she's saying is a lot of people are freaking out on who's real and who's fake in the VTubing scene. And I understand that. Sometimes when people get hurt once, they just don't want to risk it ever again. And they're willing to throw everything away. I'm not going to say who. But I know at least 2 VTubers who have been burned so many times that they're just kind of done with everybody. And it's a shame when 1 bad egg, 2 bad eggs spoil the whole bunch. But it's like even me. I mean, you guys know how many times I've been fucked over. And that never makes me give up on trying to meet new people. Just because Michael and Brandon hurt me doesn't mean that Zarya will. You know what I mean? That was some fucking crazy ass fucking names, but I'm just trying to make sure you guys understand the analogy. That a lot of people are kind of just so fucked up by this because once again, and I mean this genuinely, I am usually not the one to be fooled. Even I did not see this shit with Sinder coming. And I think, as no joke, a top 5 player in North America for Among Us, I think I'm a pretty good read at people. That's a real statistic, by the way. 2022, top 5 North America Among Us. Even I got fooled by this shit. So just imagine how, and I'm going to be real, to replace a more severe word, a lot of VTubers in this space, they're just a little bit silly, and they're very easy to fuck over. And that's kind of the problem. And so if I didn't see this coming, I don't expect anybody else to see this coming because it was from fucking out of nowhere.
I'm too close to the fucking topic, bro. Like, you know, one nasty egg doesn't make you throw away the whole fucking box of eggs, bro. That's just, you just remove the nasty egg and you're like, ew, what the fuck? You're not gonna never buy eggs ever again just because one of them was rotten at some point. Hell nah. You can't blame the whole egg industry for one rotten egg.
True.
That's crazy.
True.
Suki, hello. Yes, it's Phil. I've met such lovely fucking people, dude.
Yeah.
Saying it's all of those people when I literally have things in this very room. And this room I don't keep any things, but when I literally have things in this very room that is from people I love and support, and I've done the same. Like,
I think the thing that has been the hardest for me in all this is the personal conviction. I've been realizing that as I've been researching and working on things to try content creation, that I've been trying to do and think about what and how others do things. Not about how I want to do things. And I'm realizing the only thing separating me from others is that I do have these ambitions and dreams and desires. I just haven't acted or given into them. I'm hoping I can be better.
I'm only okay. Real quick, if you're not caught up on drama, you're so good. To the people who do know, having ambitions and goals.
I think it's so important to get caught up on this shit because it's heavily affected the entire space so much. I know a lot of people want to not see drama and live in delusion, but I think it's so important to get informed on what's going on in the world. Yeah.
And the need for growing and a specific drive to keep up with your peers, all of these things are normal. All of the it's just business. All of these things are normal.
Can somebody make me an "it's just business" emote for whenever I can enable that on 7TV?
What isn't normal is putting down others, sabotaging and manipulating them actively, while on top of that, also playing two sides of the coin at the same time and playing one personality in one regard and another personality in another.
Yeah.
You know, like literally, quite literally.
Using your friends as stepping stones for success and watching them fall into the pit so you can achieve the mountaintop is fucking disgusting behavior.
Being
Do that shit to your enemies. Why the fuck are you doing that to people who you're supposed to love and care about?
two-faced. It isn't that all of my friends have the same drive. Everyone wants to do as good as whoever. Like when Numi does something that's really successful,
Who wouldn't?
right? You can be happy for her while at the same time getting the energy and drive to also do something as great, fun, and grand as she did. Without feeling malice, jealousy, or the need to put her down. You know, like you can be excited and happy for someone while at the same time having that be the reason that you also want to give it more. You also, it reawakens your drive to do something and be like, man.
Camilla's a great example of this. Camilla's one of my favorite VTubers, a very good friend of mine. I love her with my whole heart. She's always been good to me. But Camilla did a very good job of showing that you don't need to burn people to get ahead, but she would just befriend everybody, lift everybody else up, and in turn, those same friends would lift her up. And she's had a meteoric rise in the content creation space. I'm going to give her a little plug here real quick. Great streamer, great content creator. Always got nothing but love for Camilla. And you guys might know her as the little imp, the little clown, the stupid baby. I mean, look at this fucking meteoric rise. I met her in 2022, by the way. Yeah, this is where I met her. I met her when she had about 10, 11 viewers. And I would talk to her late at night in a VR chat world. And I talked to her about like how to grow her channel, you know, how to do better, how to be better. And to see where she's at now in 2025, it makes me so fucking proud. Because she is absolutely amazing. And I'll be real. Me and Camilla haven't talked in about 7 months. We haven't. We talked yesterday. And she always apologized, saying she's so bad at getting back to DMs. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter. Some people take that shit way too seriously. You know what I mean? If we were good the last time, we'll be good the next time. Sometimes people don't talk for a long time. I'm going to be real, and I'm going to keep these people's names anonymous. I got reached out to by about 15 people who I admire greatly in the content creation space, who I used to talk to much more frequently. But you have to be understanding in this field. It is so hard to keep up with messages between creators because as a CC, and I'm with no exaggeration, guys, I get around 400 messages a day. And I attempt to respond to at least 5 of them. But it's hard. It's hard, bro. It's hard. So having understanding, sometimes you got to grind that shit. It is what it is. But if we ever find ourselves in the same area, we'll always be good. But yeah, you don't need to burn bridges to grow bigger. Just be good to those around you, and those that you were good to will be good and turn back to you.
Man, that's so cool. Now I also want to do this, you know? But what you wouldn't do is undermine Numi's success and ideas and everything she's done behind the scenes and sabotaging it so I can do it bigger and better and grander while saving face in front of her.
Yeah, do this shit to your enemies. I'll be real. There was a streamer called Enviosity that was a massive piece of shit, right? I fucking hated the guy. So I took his time slot on Twitch and I obliterated this entire content creation channel and I exposed him as a fucking fraud. Right? That makes sense. But if I were to go do that to like Sophia, or like Laro or Shinya or Gotcha Smack. Like, what the fuck? It's just a fucking rat ass behavior. Like, tearing down your homies is insane. Bro, just find the motherfuckers that you hate and do it to them.
Being happy for her and encouraging her to do these things and being so proud of her while behind her back, sabotaging her at the same time. It is completely normal to have it. And whenever my friends do something, I'm like, fuck, that's so fun. I also want to do this.
Same.
Or something like it. When my friends get a cool...
Yeah, some of my favorite memories were like, oh, dude, Asmon and Emmy are going to play this game. I want to play it too, so we can see who does the best. Like, our Only Up was so fucking fun. And I remember Emmy... Oh, this is making me reminisce. I miss those two so bad. I'm not even going to fucking lie. I do. I love those two so much. They were so good to me. And I'm trying not to get sad about it. We still talk. We still talk. But don't get me wrong, guys. I do miss steak and eggs. I do. And I've never admitted that publicly. But I do really miss steak and eggs. I miss our weekly talks. And I told them that I wouldn't say that because I don't want anybody to get sad. But I fucking miss that podcast, bro. I love it so much. It was such a good time. It really was. It was such a good fucking time. Those two were some of the best friends I ever had in this space. They were so fucking kind. Legit. But yeah, it hurts. It does hurt.
Cool new model, I'm like, fuck, it's been like 2 years. I also want to have like a cool new thing. I can feel the drive reawaken of wanting to do cool things. I'm like, I also want to do this. When my friends have a cool collab idea, I'm like, fuck, I also want to do this. When my friends play a cool game, I'm like, fuck, I also want to play this. Oh shit, oh god. This topic gives me goosebumps, bro. But like, exactly, I use it to be uplifted by it, to be encouraged and...
Yeah, you get encouraged and inspired by your homies. You don't think, oh, I'll do it better and I'll take all their viewers and then if they want to get a model, no. Like, what type of Wicked Witch of the West bullshit is that?
I'm just glad to be surrounded by people that give me the drive, but not taking them down. Exactly. Being inspired by them isn't the same as wanting to undermine them. And this is where the big issue comes in place, you know? And it's especially hurtful when some of the people are... It just sucks when someone you really liked and thought was your friend.
Jesus.
And then you help them with opportunities and you platform them. You make them part of companies and other things and all they have to say is just, oh,
Jesus.
The other partner, you know, it's just... When they see you as something so vile, when part of what they want to one-up you about is something they have because of you.
Jesus Christ. And once again, it's not anything that Lily did. It's just what Lily had. And that's what's so heartbreaking about this.
That just hurts, you know? When you see the way they talk about others that mind their business and stay in their lane, or how they go behind others' backs, contacting companies to steal what... That's what hurts, you know?
Yeah. Definitely a feeling that I'm very familiar with. And I think that's a feeling that a lot of people in chat are also familiar with. I don't know how people have the ability to break down like that and regain control so quick. When I lose control, I lose it for so long. So like, the mental fortitude it has to talk about this shit is actually so impressive.
Tee. Let's get some sugar in.
There you go.
Oh god. I'm so shaky from haven't had any sugar today. It's already half 8. Yeah, the ginger shot was tough, wasn't it?
Damn.
Yee. I'm sorry, I did a bad job at comprehending chat, but thank you for the hearts. It's really sweet.
Yeah, where the hell are all her super chats and her fucking gifted subs, guys? What the fuck is this bullshit? I don't see any alerts going off, man. Why aren't y'all showering her with your fucking appreciation, man? What the fuck was that? To all you guys there, where the fuck is her 100 gifted, bro? What's going on?
Of you. I don't even have the right to be so upset. I'm just upset for my friends.
You absolutely do. You have every right.
I was good.
It sucks. I would love to fucking do a podcast with her right now, but I'm fucking banned on Twitch. Like, fuck me, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, I'm just passionate for them.
Yeah.
Like that audio you have replaying in your head. Every time you think about the night that was so hard for them. Fuck, man. Oh, that hurts so bad.
Yeah.
Who's cutting onions?
So impressed with her ability to regain control of something so painful. But hopefully this makes it make sense more to you guys of there is no disproportionate response to what has happened in the VTubing space. And all of this animosity, all of this vitriol is very much deserved. These are real people who really got hurt, and if they can't grieve, they can't heal. So I encourage you guys to be a little bit more understanding if this situation lasts a little bit longer than you're comfortable with. But it's a very real thing, and it needs to be talked about. And please go support the girls that have been affected by this. I appreciate y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And go subscribe to all them as well. Bye-bye.